Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Mikey Makes. This afternoon I'm going to be making a fruity biscotti. And the ingredients for the fruity biscotti I'll just run you through. In here I've got 350 grams of plain flour, I've got 2 teaspoons of baking powder, I've got 2 teaspoons of mixed spice, and I've got 250 grams of golden caster sugar. I'm not reading it off there. In this bowl I've beaten 3 eggs and I've added the zest of an orange. And finally over here I've got 85 grams of raisins, I've got 85 grams of apricots, I've got 50 grams, sorry that's my camera woman and grip, 50 grams of almonds and 50 grams of pistachios without the shells.
Without the shells, that'd be very crunchy.
Right, so first of all what I've got to do is mix up all of the dried ingredients, which I am doing here, and then I've got to pour in the eggs. Mix
it all well, Jonesy. I'm just saying, if you don't mix it, you're going to have bits of...
I'm going to edit that bit out. You just can't help yourself, can you?
Well...
So I'm adding 3 eggs and the zest of an orange.
And why would you be... What's the danger if you add... if you add the pith?
I'll teach you how bitter it goes with the back of my hand.
And I'll take the pith.
What's up now?
Say something, they do... You can't have dead air.
Well, I'll tell you what, how about we come back in a few minutes' time, because this bit's going to be a little bit boring. All I'm doing is mixing the ingredients.
Well, I don't know. I think...
Here I'm making a mess. They're not interested in me making a mess.
I think they are.
We'll come back in a minute.
Go on then.
Right, so this is a minute or so later. It is very, very dry, the mixture.
Take your hands out.
It's very dry, the mixture, but it's supposed to be like that. Don't panic.
It's not moist.
But you've got to keep mixing it until all the little floury bits disappear and there's no lumps of flour or anything like that.
How long do you think that'll take, Mikey?
Forever with you yapping. If you come back in a few minutes' time...
Harsh.
Come back in a little while and we'll show you what it looks like then.
Go on then, work it, Mikey.
But this bit's going to be very boring.
Alright then, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, go ahead.
Right, literally a minute or so later, this is what we've ended up with. It looks very, very dry.
Yeah.
But don't worry about that. And what we've now got to do, which again is going to be quite time consuming I suppose.
Nibble my nuts on 0898.
I've now got a couple of nuts too few. So I've got to incorporate the raisins, the apricot, the almonds and the pistachios and distribute them evenly amongst the dough. This is a little bit like the mixing the crap for the stollen. Oh yeah, we've substituted apricot for dried cherries. There's a very good reason for this.
We didn't have any.
We didn't have any. And we had some apricots left over from the stollen. But anyway, again, this is going to be a little bit boring, I suspect, so we'll come back when it's done.
You've got to distribute it evenly.
I've already said that. They know that.
Sorry. Didn't realise we were scripted. Right, say goodbye, see you in a mo.
Goodbye, see you in a mo.
Right, I'm filming, Jonesy.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, I'm on a roll.
Right, I'm lightly flouring my hands. I've taken the mix, can you see the mix there? That I've chopped into 4 lots. Everything's evenly distributed. I've got a lightly floured board, and I'm now going to roll them out until they are about a foot long.
Is that 30 centimetres?
30 centimetres, yeah.
Are you going to measure it with something? No, I don't use it as a rule. Are you going to measure it?
No, I know what 12 inches looks like. I reckon that's exactly 12 inches. Yeah? So we'll set that one aside. No, I'm going to put it onto a tray that I've put a little bit of grease on, a little bit of butter on, and I've lined it with baking foil. That's going to put 2 on each tray. I've got 2 trays prepared.
Do you think they spread?
Yes.
Okay, what I'll do...
They better do, or they're going to be really funny shaped biscottis.
You've got to do that with the other 2... boobs. With the other 2 there. So what we'll do is we'll come back when you've got them on the tray before they go in the oven.
Are you running this all of a sudden?
Oh, do you know what I think I am? Smile. Chicken face.
We'll come back when these are ready to go in the oven, which I have now turned on, by the way, 160 degrees in a fan oven, preheated, and they will be baking. Oh, that's the point. Biscotti, it comes from the Latin bi, and that's not a sexual term, meaning twice, and cotti meaning cotty. So these are twice cotties. I think it means baked. They bake them twice, and I'm actually wondering whether the difference between a cookie and a biscuit.
God, don't start making shit up like that. You don't know that.
I said I'm wondering. I don't know. But anyway,
they're twice baked.
They're twice baked. So they go in once until they're golden brown, which takes about 25 minutes, I think, from memory. Then we bring them out and we let them cool until they're until you can pick them up, and then we put them in at a lower temperature. And having cut them, we put them in at a lower temperature to
lovely wrist
finish
action.
off.
Can you explain what they were traditionally made for?
Tuscans, because it's a Tuscan biscuit. They were traditionally made for Tuscans, and dipping in cappuccino and coffee, things like that. Because they're quite a crunchy biscuit.
Let's have a look at your sausages.
So there you go.
Well spaced apart.
Oven's up to temperature. We'll stick them in. One up there.
Oh, you're all over the show today.
One down there, and we'll come back in about 25 minutes' time.
Okay, we'll put the thing on, shall we?
What thing?
The timer.
Oh yeah. Bye
Bye.
Burke.
Don't burk me. We're recording when you said burk.
Don't move the screen when it's the camera that you want to move.
Right,
the biscottis have been in the oven for about 10 or 15 minutes, but I've just remembered I've got to do a big shout out for 3 people. Al Vito from Bristol, a fellow gashead, and Alfie and his wife Rachel in Manchester. 3 of our biggest supporters and biggest fans. They've been online.
You've only got 3.
I've only got 3, but they've been online. They've ordered the merchandise, and so we reward them with a little mention. Anyway, we'll come back in about 10 minutes time. Bye bye.
All right then.
Right, what we're going to do, we're about halfway through the bake, and I've forgotten to mention, we're actually going to swap them around, because we put some on the top and some towards the bottom of the oven. We're going to swap them around, so we'll do that, and hopefully that will mean that they'll all be consistently baked. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit. Are you going to turn it off, or am I? It's still on.
Turn it off.
Give me the control. Yeah, not so funny.
Stop messing about. It's supposed to be off.
All right, but why have you got the control when I'm the camera
Because you can't be
woman?
trusted.
Go. What are you doing, Jonesy?
I'm going to turn them around and swap them over.
All right, don't be long then. Can't see much because your back's in the way, but that's so. Yeah, don't wave them about like that. I can't believe you did that.
No, we've got to do it quickly. But they were spreading.
And off.
Just cut. Right, we've taken them out of the oven now. They are firm to the touch.
Hang on, I'm coming over because the light is a bit.
But they're still pale. Where the other one's gone? So they're firm to the touch, but they're still pale. They've spread out, and they've got that classic biscotti sort of crap in the top, which is obviously intentional. So we've got to turn them out onto a wire rack.
Look, I'm just put that. No, put your hand there.
It says serrated bread knife.
Yeah, public. This is him caught off guard. Knife in his hand.
It says serrated bleeding bread knife.
I'll serrate you.
Go and check.
Look at him pointing the knife.
Go and check.
Yeah, you're using a serrated bread knife. You're not supposed to.
Shut up.
Get over there and check it.
Put the knife down, repeat.
So I won the knife argument.
Oh, shut up.
These are now cool to the touch, and we're going to cut them diagonally into slices about 1 centimetre thick. See, the bread knife, oddly enough, is the ideal candidate for this job. So that's the camera on my foot. You're not supposed to eat them yet.
I'm not eating them yet. I'm just looking at them.
It's not cooked yet, Jonesy.
Well, what do you think's in Ben and Jerry's cookie dough? Ice cream. Oh. Dog's bollocks. Oops.
Is that more profanity that we've got?
Sorry, I wasn't going to swear this week. To the person that complained about me being abusive, I sincerely apologise for that.
You're not being sincere at all.
Nope.
Right, so that's one cut up. And look, they do look a bit like biscottis.
Do you want to lay them on the tray, Jonesy? Because he won't want to see you cut them all up.
Okay. So I'm laying them on this side.
Yeah, really nice.
On the tray.
I'll probably get worms. Oh no, that's uncooked pork, isn't it? Had some of that this morning.
Could have said anything, you had to say pork. Right, so if you'd like to go away and come back in a few minutes' time, we'll show you what they look like just before we put them into the oven.
Alright.
Right, sorry, just had a bit of toast. We've now cut them all up, and
Hang on, let's have a look at them.
we've reduced the temperature of the oven to 140 degrees, and we're going to put them in the oven for about 15 minutes.
There's a few missing, isn't there? I don't think there is.
And then we're going to go down to Costa's or Starbucks and sell them to them. They charge, alright, slightly bigger than this, but they charge like £1.60 for something like that.
Yeah, they will do.
And they've cost
Bastards.
fourpence to make.
They haven't, have they? Actually, we ought to cost it. That would be useful in this times of austerity.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, we'll work that out when we come back.
Anyway,
Alright.
stick them in the oven.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Go.
No, I've got the wrong shirt on.
Well, you've got to get him out, can you? I haven't got time to... Just pretend. Put a cape on or something.
This is a black shirt. This isn't a continuity discrepancy. So the biscotti have actually been in now for about half an hour, because it turns out it was 15 minutes each side. So we put them 15 minutes each side, and then we turn them on their side to dry out, hopefully completely. And they certainly feel like they are dry and crunchy.
Okay, we'll pop them on a baking tray and get back to your goo.
No, that's a completely,
that's a
completely different episode.
All right, and he's got a grey T-shirt on.
No, this is a black one.
It's black.
Black for biscotti.
Black. Okay.
So, the finished article. They're out of the oven. They are still a little bit warm, but if I don't have one now, there were originally about twice as many as this, and if I don't have one now, then the camera woman will have eaten them all. And I have to say, that tastes a lot like a biscotti. And very nice. Yet again, any idiot can make them. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. This is just a quick bit of Jonesy eating the biscotti. He's had about 10 now. You can have your coffee.
And
Coffee and a biscotti.
And a biscotti. Ah, yes, by the way, we did find out what cotti actually meant in Tuscan. It's dipping, it's double dipping. You have to dip your biscuit twice.
I don't think that's true.
Mm-mm.